Golden Gauntlet is officially complete. Congrats to Derek on securing that title. A couple of those last matches were absolutely insane to watch, and honestly, there were so many good matches to watch throughout the day. I did personally want to say thank you to the entire team over at Second Dinner and Marvel Snap for putting this on, and I'm hoping that we can see more events like this moving forward, because I know there's a lot of people that couldn't quite make it this weekend but would like an opportunity to join one of these in the future. Also want to say thanks to everyone behind the scenes and in front of the scenes, from, you know, It's Guest Gaming, KM Best, Super Tech God, and everyone else that put in so much work to kind of make this thing a success. I personally had an absolute blast with it. It was a good time, and I also want to say thank you for everyone who tuned in. I streamed for a record 8 hours. That was that was a long time to be live for me. Even back in the days when I did a lot of streaming, I generally would only stream for 3 to 4 hours at a time. But it blew by. The 8 hours absolutely flew by. I had a blast. I appreciated everyone that hopped in the chat, said hello, kind of hung out with me for that entire time. It just absolutely was a great time. I went into the whole thing wanting to, you know, get one win. That was my expectation. Okay, par is I come out of this 1-8. Came out of it 5-4. So honestly, I'm pretty happy with that. My deck was definitely not completely optimized for it, but you know, it was the one that I was most comfortable with, and I was just there to have a good time, and I absolutely did. It was a great time. I had such a blast with it. I absolutely would be open for doing something like that in the future again, but God, with not a lot, because an 8-hour commitment, that is a long day. But it was a ton of fun. Outside of that, the deck that I'm playing today was one that absolutely, when I saw it, I was like, this is insane, and I think it went undefeated in the early brackets. It is a deck put together by Butt. If you guys are not aware of who he is an absolutely fantastic player and deck builder within the community. I don't know how well this deck is going to perform in ranked. I think the most important thing to keep in mind with this is this deck was primarily put together for I guess closed tournament like this, and it's also one that's going to be really hard to drive. So I have zero expectation for this to perform well on the ladder here as we hop in, but it was such an intriguing cook that I was like, I have to play that. I have to give that a whirl. But I don't think this is a deck that you want to climb with. I don't particularly think this is one that is really easy to pick up either. Butt himself is a phenomenal player, and I think that it takes a specific kind of person to drive this well. But we're going to dive in, we're going to take a look at it and see what such an insane cook this is. So here's the deck that he threw together, and he actually went undefeated with this up until the final 8, which is absolutely insane. I mean, it's got things in here that no one was expecting to see, from Pixie to Hulkling. Uncle Ben floating around in there is just absolutely awesome. It just seemed like such a fun and wacky deck to play, and I think that's one of the more important things when you're in a tournament like this, is this deck was absolutely full of surprises. I mean, from Hulkling and Copycat to Legion, the fact that everyone's deck list was public to all the other players throughout the competition means that you had to make RNG in your own kind of way happen. I think that was a failure on my part, especially with my Silver Surfer deck, is that it was pretty basic. I mean, it was tech heavy, but for the most part, everyone knew what was coming. My first 4 matches was against Thanos, which unfortunately at the last minute before I submitted my deck, I decided not to include Killmonger, and I think that really kind of cost me quite a bit in the tournament. Killmonger would have done great in my first 4 games against Thanos, and then my last game was against Flog, and I think Killmonger really would have helped out in that. But in the matches outside of those, my inclusion instead of him was Rogue, so I included Rogue, and I feel like Rogue actually helped me in every other match that I played. So it's an interesting give or take on who you actually going to get paired up against. But a deck like this, as in RNG, that there's not going to be a whole lot of expectation from your opponent of what are they going to play, especially with Pixie being in there. And when you could throw out an early Legion or an early Emperor Hulkling, it just kind of adds a little bit of surprise that I think is important in a kind of like closed tournament like that, where you know exactly what your opponent's playing, but you still need to surprise them somehow. But this deck I want to give it a whirl. I don't have any expectation that I'm going to have any sort of decent win rate with this in ladder, primarily because, like I said, Bud is a phenomenal player. He thrives with some, I think I heard the exact term was janky cooks like this. But I'm excited to play it. Let's hop in there and let's see if I can drive this machine or not. Ooh, Inferno. Can I get a one cost? No. Bummer. What did I get from him? If this card... Okay. That's not terrible. Vibranium is a little bit unfortunate, though.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Ooh. What'd I get? No. That's unfortunate. Okay, so... Are we just gonna do Copycat? Kind of is a pretty lame one. Could do Mobius. Raven. Bum 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 bum. No one really worth. Could do double surge. Oh yeah, there we go. That doesn't suck. Do that. Actually, ooh, with the Killmonger, that Emperor Hulkling is a big boy. He's not a huge boy, but
I want the throne. I want the throne.
all right. Let's play you into Emperor Hulkling then. And see what happens. He's going first. The old move calculations. Watching Sizer plays move in the tournament was absolutely insane, which I've watched his streams before, but him pulling off some of those wins against Thanos was absolutely wild. Was such an insane kind of... There were so many insane games to watch. Wow, okay. Heimdall? Heimdall.
I see.
Gotta be close. If it goes left, I think I'm good. If it goes mid, got it.
Victory.
Hot deck strikes again. Little air shot. Oh, destroyer. That is definitely not. Oh, the old Emperor Hulkling backfire. Oh, in the middle? It's not middle, it's Airshim. What'd I lose? Uncle Ben. Fine. Gorgon don't hurt my feelings much. And what a Copycat hit? Falcon. Oh my god, super flow as well. Ooh, that Legion. We turn off that super flow. Oof. All right, we're gonna throw out. Throw out Mobius. Got you. Magneto actually could be really good. I don't think I have anything in hand to return, so let's go with Surge into Copycat. No, can't move him. I can move the stones though. That's not ideal. Oof. All right. So we're going to Nico there. I think Nico beats Khonshu. And then Magneto. Could just pull Crystal over. Crystal comes over. We're at 18. We're at 20 over here. Nah, you locked it in. It's tied. Surge. Oh man, I think we got it. You're gonna win by 4?
We are the future.
1 by 1. Ooh, by the skin of my teeth. She-Hulk again on the Emperor Hulkling. A little bit wild. Ooh, Luke's bar though. Oh, that's so good. Nico into Pixie. Hoping for the Legion. Sick. Drawing 3 cards here is not bad for us. Oh man, I need Mobius. And Makari. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Do I save that? What's my other place here? Maybe I just fill them up. And then I like this. Move the shield over, please. Nice. Locked in right. Definitely not going to Killmonger now.
Enchantress.
So it's definitely Surfer. He's going to gain 2. I'm good over there. All right, we got turn 5. Now that moves the Makari. I definitely don't want to do that. I definitely don't want to do that. Could pull Galacta though. he plays something here. I pull Galacta and Bakari. It opens him up to being able to play there, which is kind of a bummer. I'm going first. No way he locks himself in over here. And then I want to say that I doubt he could beat if I play Hulkling.
We are the future.
I want the throne.
Killmonger. And Mobius. Oof. Okay. Oh. Should have saved the Magneto. Honestly, what I should have done, my smart play was pass next turn. I could have done Emperor Hulkling and Magneto in the same turn. I think that was probably my play. He's 8 on the right. Oof. They get it? Rude. You got 10. And server. Didn't play mid. If I would have played Hulkling right. I should have seen, yeah, I should have seen that coming. I don't know. I would have expected him to probably put Surfer mid as well. Kind of shocked he put him on the left. Uh-oh. Ooh, okay. No, I think I'm gonna hold on to Nico. Sick. All right. Ooh. Does not benefit me whatsoever. Wondering if this actually benefits him in any sort of way. I could bait out the Enchantress though. Let's just do the Mobius. Acid arrow. Grapple. And Kitty. Okay. Oh, that's perfect. That is gonna kill my ice cubes, but that's okay. Actually, do that. We'll move that Kate Bishop. I'm going first though. I'd like to snipe that kitty. Is that greedy? Might be a little bit greedy of me.
I want the throne. Great power comes.
Magic. That's really good for us. Turn 6 Legion. Oof, Pixie though. Pixie is a really is an interesting play. Nico's a dead play here though. Okay, into Angela. Oh, what do I got? Leader! Oh man, Leader would be wild. Okay. Honestly, do I just... Legion now seems so dangerous. I want to be able to play that Emperor Hulkling though. I'm wondering if this guy runs Iron Man. I know this is a bad play. Galacta into Kitty. Oh man, Enchantress, okay. But we're gonna Hulkling. And I think we're good.
Opponent snapped.
We'll see. I'm sure he's gonna throw out a ton of cards. Iron Man mid.
I am Iron Man.
Got him. Emperor Hulkling.
Victory.
Oh man, Asgard besieged, huh? What did I get from this? Rogue could be really good for us. Oof, I think it's Surge. May have not have been Surge. So he either gets that or I lose this. Kind of a bummer a little bit. With no Shang. I should have done Captain, I should have done Sam Wilson. Ooh, Ravonna? I wouldn't have wanted it anyway. Rogue. Do Sam Wilson there. I want to play Enchantress, but ooh, I could Enchantress that Ravonna, but then it hit the shield. Maybe I'll save that. Magic. What do we got? Negative? Dead play. Okay, so let's go with that. Get another Enchantress. Oh yeah, it's gotta be negative.
Enchantress.
Pixie. Man, I could have actually copycatted that rogue, but it's fine. Move that back over. Let's do a little Emperor Hulkling action. God, is that what I want to do? Don't know if I want him there. I may put him here. I need him to get priority. Is he gonna do it here? No shot. This is negative. Gore. Sick. It's actually perfect for us. That is actually perfect for us because then we can copycat that. I'll Enchantress here. Move that over. Nope. Hold on. You into Copycat into Enchantress and then move the shield over for an additional point. All right, hopefully this wins. Yep, Mystique into Ironheart. Oh, thank you. I don't mind if I do. and then say hello.
Enchantress.
I don't know why I was thinking he's gonna play negative. I had Mobius out. GG, even with the destroyer, I'll take it.
Victory.
Okay, that's the deck. It's exactly what I expected to be. You really, and I think why this deck shines so much in a tournament setting is that you know exactly what your opponent's going to play, and then you can play around that with what's coming and everything. In ladder, I think it does suffer a little bit, and also I'm nowhere near as good of a player as Bud is. I rocked just shy of a 50% win rate on this, which honestly is better than I was anticipating that I was going to do. But it's a lot of fun. I mean, there is so much randomness coming from Emperor Hulkling to Copycat, Pixie shenanigans, as long as you got Mobius in hand. It just is a wacky, plus Legion coming out of nowhere sometimes, which I don't think I had anywhere I played him to a benefit. I don't think I did. I had a couple of games where I did Legion a couple of locations, or I Legion a location, and they kind of had an answer for it. But overall, yeah, this deck is a ton of fun. If you are just looking for something silly and wacky to play around with that's just fun, this is a perfect deck for it, just because it has a lot of RNG, but it's a little bit contained. I mean, depending on what you get with Emperor Hulkling, can make or break a lot. I mean, when I got a Hulk with him, that wasn't really impressive. But when I got Null, and and I had a Killmonger in hand to kill some one cost out there, really, really good. So really enjoyed this deck. It's a lot of fun. Once again, not exactly something that I would suggest to climb with in ladder. I think this is just a fun one just to play around with. I mean, Butt did exceptionally well in the tournament with this thing. Like I said, I think he went undefeated in the initial 9 rounds, and then eventually did end up losing in the final 8. But what a fun cook. What an absolute cook. I love to see it. Love to see Uncle Ben. Love to see Pixie, Emperor Hulkling. Just a bunch of cards that I absolutely never see play, and honestly, I'm just here for it. But I'm tired. I absolutely am. I'm still kind of beat from yesterday. So I'm gonna take a relaxing rest of my weekend. Tomorrow's a holiday here in the States, so I'll be taking it off, taking it easy. I hope if you guys are States as well, enjoy your holiday. Stay safe out there. Everyone else, I hope you have a fantastic start of your week, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Talk to you later.